Hi everyone, it's Helen. We're going to do a Zest session. This is probably for people who are used to physical activity. It's going to be a longer session. It's going to be about 35 to 40 minutes, and we're going to incorporate moving all the joints, but also some balance work, getting the heart rate up a little bit more. Nothing crazy. As always, just do as much or as little as you feel comfortable to do. Move as far as feels comfortable for you, and if anything hurts or doesn't feel right, please just stop. Join back in when you're ready. Don't feel like you have to keep in time with me, just move at your own pace. I'm going to be standing. I've got a chair here just in case I need a little bit more balance or stability, something to hang on to. It's a little bit low, but unfortunately that's all I have at home. But if you need something, hang on to a wall. We've got a wall here, okay, because we are going to be doing some balance work, all right? Or feel free to sit down. All these exercises you can do seated as well. If you're standing, make sure your feet are wider than hip width apart, okay? Don't stand with your feet together because you're wobbly. You want a nice stable base. And if you're seated, try and sit up nice and tall away from the back support. So you want to imagine your head is being pulled up to the ceiling, all right? So first thing we're going to do is just some wrist rotation. So this is our warm-up. We're going to get everything moving, okay? It's really important that we don't go from just sitting to moving everything in big movement because the joints aren't ready for it, all right? Now, all the way through, it sounds ridiculous, but I need you to keep breathing, all right? It's really common, all people, when they start exercising, they hold their breath, and that can cause a few issues. So please do make sure that you're taking nice, deep breaths during all this, okay? So just moving those wrists back and forth, around and round. Got 10 more seconds. Good. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Just give that a shake out. So the next exercise, we're going to start moving 1 foot at a time. So if you do feel a little bit wobbly, then do hang on to something. Okay. So all you're going to do is just 1 foot. You're going to rock from heel to toe. So just backwards and forwards as far as feels comfortable for you. So this is going to get the ankle moving and the knee and the hip a little bit. So we're warming up each joint as we go. Okay. Keep going with that. I'll tell you when to swap feet. Okay. Now the leg you're standing on, make sure you've got a nice soft knee. Don't lock the knee back. Okay. And then we're going to change foot. So shifting that weight onto the other foot, still standing up nice and tall. I was naughty then, I was looking down, keeping your chin level with the floor, looking ahead onto the horizon. Okay. Shoulders are down and back. So that nice, tall, proud posture. Good. 5 more seconds on this side. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. So just come back. If you're standing into that standing position, feet nice and wide, you're seating away from the back of the chair, taking a nice deep breath. As you breathe out, we're going to start moving the arms. You're just going to start reaching across the body. Okay. So making it quite small at first. All right. And you see I've got a little bit of a turn in the body, nothing too dramatic. But keeping that arm up at chest height if you can, if that feels all right in your shoulders. Okay, so my feet, I'm not twisting my foot, I'm staying nice and still on the base, but I'm twisting from the waist, that rhymed. Okay, and making, trying if you can, I say, to keep those arms up at chest height, so not down here. If it feels comfortable, bring them up to chest height. 10 more seconds. Good. Keeping those nice deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Just give those shoulders a little shake. Okay, so we're going to go back to the bottom of the body. So we're going to start doing some toe taps. So again, hanging onto that wall or chair if you need that little bit extra balance. So from here, tap the toe forward, bring it back, forward, and then the other foot. And as you can see, when I bring my feet back, I'm staying in that nice wide stance. So I'm not coming back here. This is when I get wobbly. So imagine that your feet are on train tracks and you're literally tapping on that side of the train track and then this side of the train track. And we're keeping it nice, wide posture. Good. And just bring that foot forward as far as feels comfortable for you. It really doesn't matter if you keep it here and tap or whether you reach forward and tap. So whatever feels comfortable for you. We've got 10 more seconds. Nice deep breaths. Sitting up lovely, or standing up lovely and tall. 3, 2, and one. Well done. Just give those legs a little bit of shape. Coming back to that nice wide stance, sitting up nice and tall if you're seated. We're going to go back to the upper body. Okay, so we're still in our warm-up, still taking it nice and steady. We're just going to reach out to the side, back in, and to the side. As you can see, I'm giving it a little bit of a lean with the body. So again, getting that spine moving, nothing too drastic. Scratch my arm, you don't have to do that. And again, as you can see, my arm is level with shoulder height. Okay, if you can, keep it up there. So we're just getting that shoulder moving. So what this is doing, it's getting the joints nicely warmed up for the main section where we will start doing our bigger movement, right? And we're going to make sure that we move every single joint. And again, just moving your range of movement. It's really important that we keep moving all the joints. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. This time, we're going to tap our foot out to the side, okay? So just making sure we've got a bit of space from here. Tap, back in, tap, back in. Good. So again, stepping out as far as possible, just a little step, doesn't matter. Big step, doesn't matter. Whatever feels most comfortable for you. And just tap, back in. So getting the hips warmed up. Okay, it's really important we move our hips to the front a lot when we walk. We need to remember to move them to the side because we want that strength all the way around. Okay, so just tap out, and in, out, and in. Good. Keep going. We've got 10 more seconds. So we're going to do about 10 minutes of warm up. We're nearly all the way through, actually, not too far. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, well done. Just give those legs a little bit of a shake. You should be able to feel that a little bit in your hips. Coming back to that wide stance or sitting up nice and tall. When we sit or stand tall, we engage our tummy muscles. Okay, we're going to do some small arm circles. So just imagine you're wiping a really small window. So it goes across the body, up about level with head height, and back around again. This always reminds me of, if you remember the original Karate Kid, Mr. Miyagi, wax on, wax off. Good, so no big windows at the minute. We're on a cruise ship. We've got a small porthole. Is it called a porthole? I think it's called a porthole. And we are just wiping down the porthole. So no big sash windows, whatever they're called, just little ones. So we reach across, up to our head and around. Good, 10 more seconds. So moving that shoulder in all different directions. Lovely. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Shake out the arms. Okay, so we're going to start to increase the heart rate just a little bit. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of marching, about 30 seconds. Okay, so just start to march it out. We're keeping it quite low to the floor. Okay, so I'm going to turn to the side. So you can see my feet aren't coming too far off the floor. Just a little march. So we're not drill sergeanting yet. And my arms are moving just a tiny bit. So just backwards and forwards. We'll do some more vigorous marching in the main section, but we're just getting the heart rate up a tiny bit. Okay, I'm still keeping that wide stance. If you're seated, exactly the same. Good, 10 more seconds. Lovely. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. So a little rest there. Should start to feel slightly warmer. Okay, from here we're going to just do a little bit of stretching through the chest and back. So just go wide with the arms and then bring them all the way into centre. And go wide, not too fast. And so I'm going to turn to the side so you can see this. And when I go wide, I'm really stretching all the way back. And forward, I'm giving that little round of the shoulders. So we go wide and we go forwards. Good. Excellent. We're going to do 2 more of these. Wide and circle. Last one. Round those shoulders. Lovely. Bring it back down. And then from here, we're going to do some heel digs. So we just dig your heel in and back. I'll turn to the side, in and back. So that leg that I'm standing on has got a little bit of a bend in it. So dig it, back, dig, and that's all you're doing. This is getting the old hamstrings, the back of the legs nicely warmed up. Okay, getting that knee moving, ankle, a little bit of the hip. Good. Lovely. This is the last bit of our warm-up, and then we're going to move on to the main section. So we'll do some bigger movement. 10 seconds. Lovely. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest there. Well done. Good. Little shake out. So that's our warm-up done. So now we're going to go on to the main section. Okay, so we've got 10 exercises. And again, we're going to move a little bit faster, but just move at what feels comfortable for you. Okay, I'll reset the timer. If you don't like one of the exercises or you feel it's not quite good for you, that's fine. Just march on the spot, a little march, just keep yourself moving until we move on to the next one. Okay, so the first one we're going to do is actual marching, and this time we're going to get our knees up a little bit higher and pump the arms a little bit more. Okay, so if we're ready, here we go. We're going to start with a march. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Good. So you go at whatever speed feels comfortable for you. This is just about getting the heart rate up. So in this main section, we're going to do some faster movements, some bigger movements, and also some balance work. So we're going to incorporate it all into this main section. Okay. But seated or standing, it really doesn't matter. You can do either or. Okay. Whatever feels good for you. 10 more seconds. Nearly there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Rest there. Good. So coming into that standing posture, feet nice and wide. If you're seated, come away from the back of the chair, sit up nice and tall. Good. So we're going to go to the upper body now. We're going to do some arm circles. So like just the warm up, but bigger. So we've got big windows now. Okay, so we go across the body, sweep up and around, other side, across, up and around. So we're cleaning nice big windows now. You've got to get right to the top and all the way around. Up, over, around. And again, don't feel you have to keep in time with me. If you want to move faster, that's fine. If you want to move slower, that's fine. If your circles aren't quite all the way around, it doesn't matter. Whatever feels good for you, you move whatever feels right for you. We all move differently and we should embrace that. We are all unique. And that's what makes us special. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Just to shake out those shoulders. So we're going to go upper body. Now we're going to go lower body. So we're going to do some balance work now. So this is where you may need something to stabilize yourself. It's completely up to you. But all you're going to do is you're going to lift one knee up and lower down on the side, up and lower. Good. And if you don't feel comfortable lifting the whole leg off the floor, come to the toe, back down, to the toe. Whatever feels good for you, okay? This is all about balance. This is all about finding our center. So we need to make sure that our tummy muscles are just drawn in a little bit, okay? This is what keeps us stable all through our core muscles, our tummy and our back. Good. 10 more seconds. We're going to go quite slow with this one because it's really important for balance. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Fantastic. Okay, so back to the upper body. All right. So we're going to do push and pull. So I'm just going to turn sideways to show you this. What I want you to do is reach out and pull back. Alternate the arms forwards and back. And you notice when I'm pulling back, my elbow is coming right past my body. Good. Shoulders are down. Elbow squeezes back and pushes forward. So we're working the front of our body and the back of our body. And if you can, when you reach forward, you see my arm is in line with my shoulder. And one arm may move further than the other arm when he's squeezing back. That's really normal. Really normal. Just be aware of it. Just have a little, okay, yeah, noted. And hopefully in time it might improve a little bit. It might not, but it doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. Well done. Good. Bit more balance work with the legs, okay? So we're going to do some toe taps, but you're going to move round in a clock, okay? So we're going to start off, we tap forwards to the side, side, and if you can, behind. If you're seated, you might not be able to. Just go around as far as you can and then come back and change. So it's quite a slow tap. If you need to, again, you can hang on to something. Just draw that clock around however feels comfortable for you. Good. So this is all about balance. It's about moving the hip, getting all that hip movement all the way around. So working the hip flexors at the front and the old glutes at the back. Keep going. And you'll be able to feel it on the leg that you're standing on. Good. This is our last one as we come back to center. Fantastic. Well done. Just give those knees and legs a little bit of a shake. Okay, good. From here, we're going to start moving our arms again. So take a nice deep breath, little rest. And when you're ready, we're going to reach overhead. Good. As far as you can overhead. Now you may find this is your range of movement. You may get all the way to the top. I do apologize about my arms disappearing. Doesn't matter. Keep those shoulders down. Don't let them creep up. Shoulders stay down. And just reach our arms above our head. Lovely. Keep going with that. Fantastic. All the way up, all the way down. It's really important that we incorporate into our workout what we call functional movement. So functional movement is all about mimicking everyday tasks. So putting things away in the cupboard, reaching up for something. It's really important. Last one. Fantastic. Just have a pause there, just shake it out. Nice deep breath. Breathe out. Good. We've got 3 more exercises and we'll have a little rest. So we're going to do what's called a leg extension or a kick. Okay. So again, hanging on to something if you feel you need that extra balance. What you're going to do is extend the leg, bring it back in, extend and in. And you can make it make it quicker if you want to. Okay. And you can go high up, you might go low to the ground. Turn sideways for this one. Doesn't matter. Just extend that leg and bring it back. So we're keeping the hip, the knee, and the ankle moving. Good. Keep extending, doing really well, everybody. Good. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Look at my hips on that one. Good. Nice deep breath. So coming back into that standing position. Feet are wide. If you're seated, come away from the back of the chair, sitting up nice and tall. I do apologise if we keep going on about this, but it's really important to get that posture right. Okay, so from here we're going to do some side bends. So arm comes up, you reach over and back. And then the other side. So reaching over our head, we've got a big wave of the arm. I'm just going to stretch. You'll feel a nice stretch down the side as you stretch over. And it goes as far as feels comfortable for you. You may find as we keep going through this, you can improve your range of movement. They stay the same. You may do a small wave. Doesn't matter. Keep breathing. Nice deep breaths. I know everyone gets tired when you're talking about breathing, but it's really important. Everyone holds their breath. I've noticed in the years I've been doing this. 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. Good. So from here, one more exercise. We're going to work the old biceps and move the elbows. So I want you to tuck your arms into your waist. I'm just going to curl the arm up. And then the other side, I'll turn to the side. Good. And we're going to go nice and slow, especially on that downward movement. So really control as that arm comes back to the starting point. If you're standing, keep those feet wide. If you're seated, sit up nice and tall. Shoulders stay down, head stays up. No head dropping. Good. 15 seconds. So again, eating, drinking, brushing our teeth, combing our hair, picking things up. We need to keep this movement nice and strong. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. We're going to have a little rest now. So if you want a quick drink of water, please feel free. Okay. We're going to do that round one more time, and then we'll have a little cool down. Okay, so nice deep breaths just while we're waiting. Breathe out. Lovely. Breathe in. And breathe out. If you want a longer rest, do press pause. Okay. Just shake it all out, get yourself ready. We're going to do one more round. All right. Okay. Here we go. So we're going to go back to that marching. If you feel like it, you might bring it up a little bit more, or just stay at your level. Okay. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Let's march it out. Okay. I'm going to get the heart rate back up again. Keeping the head up till I drop my head. Okay. And I've still got quite a wide stance. Good. Oh, again. Keep dropping the head. Nice and tall. It's really, really important that we have good posture. Especially these day and ages with phones and driving everywhere. It's really important that we keep our tummy muscles working properly, because when we slouch down like this, our core muscles, our tummy, our back, our glutes, they don't work. So we need to keep upright and make sure they do work. Give it 10 seconds. When we're strong through the tummy and back, everything's easier. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Good. So deep breath. Back to that standing wide feet, seated, sitting up tall. Back to our arm circles. Okay, so from here, big windows, up, around, all the way out. Good. So you could draw as big a circle with your hand as you possibly can. I like to imagine that I am literally trailing a sparkly path with my hand, because I like sparkles. So I'm imagining this big circle that my palm is drawing. I want to make it as big as I can. Lovely. Keep going. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Little rest there. You can shake out the arms. Give me a little roll of the shoulders. Good. Back to our balance work. Okay, so we're going back to those knee lifts. See how you feel last time. You may want to maybe take it a bit further. You may be happy with where you were. Okay, so option all the way up and down, or toe and down, whichever feels better for you. Exactly the same in the chair. You can lift all the way out the chair and come onto the toe. Ready? Here we go. So we lift up and come down. Lift up. I'm definitely wobblier on one side than the other. And again, that is really, really normal, because I'm right-handed. I find it a lot easier to balance on my left, because my right side is always working. So my left is always used as the base of support, if that makes sense. So I step with my right, I kickbox, so I kick with my right. So my left leg is actually easier to balance on than my right. Nearly there. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. Whew. Good. So that's that stance. Sitting up nice and tall. Push and pull. Okay, so imagine we're grabbing a rope, and we've got to pull it all the way in. Okay, stand sideways. Here we go. Reach forward, all the way back. So I'm squeezing those elbows as far back from my body as I can. So I reach and I pull. So it's opposite. So really don't just come here. Try and make sure that your elbow is reaching all the way back. So we're squeezing our shoulder blades. Good. And again, my arm is coming up to shoulder height if you can, if you feel comfortable. If not, I'll do it next week. Whatever feels good for you. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Oh, rest there. Give it a little shake. Good. Oh, deep breath in. Breathe out. Good. So we need to do those clock taps next. Okay, so back to our balance work. Holding on if you need to. Same in the chairs. We're tapping round. If you're in the chair or even standing, stay up tall. That head is connected up. Are you ready? So one leg, we tap forwards and we work our way round as far back as you can, and then tap back to start. You do as many as you feel comfortable. Okay, if you're seated, you may not be able to get all the way to the back. Just go as far around to the side as your chair allows. Okay. Oops, I'm kicking the sign. Sorry about that. Good, you're doing really well. It's quite a slow movement, balance work. Keep looking forward, keep that chin up. One more. Really well, everybody. Good, we're going to rest there. Fantastic. Oof. Good, so settling back into that wide stance, sitting up nice and tall. It's time for reaching overhead. Okay, so from here, up and down, let's go. Up, down. Good, keeping those shoulders down. So you want a little bit of distance between your chin and your shoulder. You're hunched up here. Okay, shoulders down and back. Reaching up, not forgetting who's holding their breath. Nice deep breaths. Try and get the air all the way down into your tummy. So as you breathe in, you feel your tummy rise. And as you breathe out, you feel your tummy flatten. Good. 5 seconds. Nearly there. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Let's shake it out. So, done the arms. It's time for the legs. Okay. So going back to those leg extensions or the kicks. Are you ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Good. So again, if you don't feel comfortable bringing your leg off the floor, tap it out in front. Give me a little kick. Or you can give me a nice big kick like you're at Wembley Stadium with that winning goal. But again, I'm keeping my legs in that wide stance. I'm not bringing them back here. Nice and wide, knee up, kick the leg out. In kickboxing, this is the front kick. Okay, knee comes up and we kick forward. Good. And then you bring it back, plant the foot. Nearly there. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. A little shake of those legs. 2 more exercises and we're going to have that cool down. Okay, so back into your standing or seated position. Getting those tummy muscles engaged. We're going to go for side bends. In 3, 2, 1, go. So reaching over, back in, over, back in. Let's try and get my arms in. Good. So I've got a little stretch down the side. These are your lats. Okay, if you feel comfortable, make sure both feet are sewing up. I'm not stepping with the foot. Both my feet are staying flat on the floor, seated or standing. If you're seated, make sure both bits of your sitting bone, all of your bum is staying in contact with the chair. Try not to lean. You want that nice stretching through there. In there, deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Excellent work. One more exercise. We're going to work those biceps, the old guns. Okay, so tucking the elbows in into your seated or standing position. Keep the elbows into your waist. Here we go. Control up, control down. Good. So it's really important we don't just let the arm just flop back down again. We're going to control it because that muscle actually works harder when we move it slower on the downward bit. Good. 15 seconds. So keeping those feet nice and wide. If you're seated, sitting up lovely and tall, don't deflate. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Shake out those arms. Fantastic. So I hope you're all feeling good after that. We're going to have a little bit of a cool down and a stretch. It's really important that when we finish our exercise, we don't just stop. We need to get the blood pumping around again, get the heart rate down. Okay. So just take up a nice deep breath. Lovely. And all you want to do is just a little slow march from it. So again, we're going back to what we did in warm-up. We're keeping it nice and low to the floor. Okay. Nice and low. Good. Small arms. Fantastic. Good. Keeping it low, keeping it small. And then we're just going to start tapping out to the side again. Side. So we're going slowly, not too fast, and it's quite a small movement. As you can feel yourself, your heart rate starts to come down. Your breathing will slow down a bit. Good. Excellent. And then from here, start tapping to the front. Nice small movement. Front. Good. Excellent. Keeping that wide stance. If you're seated, sitting up lovely and tall. Good. Fantastic. A few more. Good. Let's rest there. Right. So in that stance, what I want you to do is we're going to bring our arm in. We're going to breathe out. Breathe in, sorry. Arm goes across the side. Breathe out. Bring it back across. Breathe in, the arm sweeps all the way out to the side. Breathe out, arm comes across the body. 3 more. Breathe in. And out. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. This is the last one. Breathe in. As you breathe out, across the body, and we're going to just take hold of the arm and we're going to stretch it in. So putting your hand just above your elbow, so a little pull in, and you're just going to stretch through the shoulders. We've got the shoulders hard today. Good, hold it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently release. Arm goes down. Let's do the other side. So we're going to start across. We breathe in. Sweep the arm out. Breathe out. Across the body. In. And out. Now I can feel that this shoulder really doesn't want to move as far across the body as the other shoulder. It doesn't matter. Everyone has differences. Noted them. Noted. Then move on. Breathe out. 2 more. Breathe in. And out. Last one. Breathe in. Sweep it across. Breathe out. Good. Bring that shoulder back in. Arm back in. Hand above the elbow. Pull it in. Good. Hold it here. Deep breaths. Bring that stretch across the shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release. Ease back down. Good. Now down to the leg. We're going to do some heel digs. So dig the heel. Pause. Back. Dig that heel. Good. Keep going. Nice and slow. You're seated. Come to the edge of your chair a little bit. Just make sure you can extend that leg fully out. So if you've got shorter legs, I've got ridiculously long legs, but if your legs are a little bit shorter, just come towards the edge of the chair where you feel stable, but you can stretch that leg out. Good. Keep going. So I'll turn to the side. So as I dig, that back heel bends, back leg bends, sorry, front leg is straight. A couple more. Now this next one we're going to hold in position. So hold, sit back, and feel that nice stretch down the straight leg. And hang on to something if you need to. Lovely. Bring it in, other side, dig that heel, little sit back. If you're seated, just leave that leg out straight. Good. Bring it in, back into that position, sitting up tall or standing feet nice and wide. We're going to do what we did in the beginning. So you're going to go wide arms, stretch as wide as you can. Come into the middle. With your breathing, breathe in, take the arms wide. Breathe out, arms to center. 3 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more. Breathe in, stretch through that chest. Breathe out. This is the last one. We're going to hold it a little bit further. So breathe in, hold it wide. A couple of deep breaths here. Breathe in. As you breathe out, arms forward, round off those shoulders. Really reach forward, stretching through the back. A couple of deep breaths here. 1 more. Lovely. Bring it in. This time as you breathe in, stretch up to the ceiling, arms wide. Stretch up, breathe in. Breathe out. Arms come down the center line. And again, we breathe in, arms go out and wide up, breathe in. Breathe out, down the center line. 3 more. Big reach to the side and up, in. Arms down the center line, breathe out. 2 more, breath in. Exhale down. 1 more, big breath. And last exhale out. Lovely. Just rest here. Nice deep breath. Just last one. Relax. Breath in. Breath out. And well done, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. And I hope to see you all very soon. Take care.